Nani nasikia kurudi kulala? Mimi hata zile niko nayo leo mwezani. Utaweza? It is nice to see everybody here, and I'm glad that some of the things we do for a good reason. We do for a good reason because I have learned a principle in life, and this principle is called this. I want you to read it. Consistency. What is consistency? Doing something, yes. Repeatedly, yes. Continuously. Let me give you this formula so that you never forget it. Small things plus time plus consistency is equals to what? I want you to tell me what this can be equal to. If you take small things every day, and do them add time to them, and then add consistency. That means whether you like it or you don't like it, whether you feel like it or you don't feel like it, and you do it every day. What does it make you?
Habit.
It makes you what?
Creates a habit.
It creates a habit. Yes, it becomes a habit. This is a habit element. Actually, this is what we call habit. Habit is what you do consistently over time. But this is what it does. It makes you phenomenal. This makes every difference in life. If you want to become phenomenal in life, learn to do small things. Add time to it, because it will not mature in one day. The little things that you do today will not mature tomorrow. They may mature after a year. But trust me, if you do it consistently, you become phenomenal. That means you become outstanding. You are able to stand out beyond everybody else. And that is the secret to life. Let me give you some secrets that I've learned. Every time I come here and I speak to my leader, Albert Giventi, this is what he always reminds me. He reminds me, plant today, because you don't have to reap today. You will reap tomorrow. When you learn to plant every day, something happens at the end of the road. One time you are so busy and you ask yourself, what is happening? Let me tell you what is happening. It is that planting that you did that time. So that happens every day and you can become phenomenal. I'm happy for all of you who have made consistency your game, and we are going to be consistent. Whether the time is, at least we are on good time so we can be able to begin. This is what we do all the times, and I just want to highlight it for our sake. Monday to Friday we have this 10:30 up to 12:30. We do what we call BOP. Monday, again, 5 to 6, we do what we call Marketing 101. Wednesday, 5 to 6, we do what we call Leadership. And also, we have these sessions running live on Facebook and on YouTube on this BF Still Egos Still Egos team. Please log in there and do that. Today, by the time I'm finishing, Asharia reminded me to tell people to subscribe, so that we want to have more subscribers to our page. We want to have more subscribers to our page so that we can be able to air more personalized content going forward. So this is going to be very exciting. Now today, we are having one of those days that we want to do business presentation. But as I always do, I don't know how to do some things without empowering your mind a bit. Because the reason why we do this continuously is also to empower ourselves. We want to empower ourselves so that we are so clear in our mind on what we want to do. I want to take a moment to invite our Facebook audience, those who are watching us from all over the world. Thank you for making time to be with us. We want to take you with us through this journey. As we go through the business presentation and through a small inspiration, please welcome and be with us. Thank you. Now, do we have visitors here in between us? Where are the visitors? If we are a visitor, please, and today is your first time. Nobody? Wow, nice. That means they are coming. There are other days when visitors are more than the others, and we are happy when we have all of them. Now, this is the deal. I want to talk about something very small today, and I want to ask you between this word. Which one would you rather become? Which one is better? Is it better to be a hunter or is it better to be a farmer? Katrina, which is better for you? Just tell us your opinion. Hunter. Why? At least you have to explain a bit of why you believe it. You are still thinking. Caro, which one is better? A hunter or a farmer? Huh? You'll go with hunter. Why? Hunters go looking for what they want. And farmers, they also plant what they want. Who knows what they want to be? Which one do you prefer? A farmer is what? Patient. And a hunter is a go-getter. Okay, that is another one. That is a new one. Anybody else who has a different opinion? Yes, what's yours?
I'll go for a hunter.
You'll go for a hunter?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's me to determine what I want. And there's no season.
No season with hunting?
Yes.
Okay, that's a nice one. And with farming? Seasonal?
Yeah.
Okay, that's exciting. Anybody else? The lady in red? Which one would you prefer? A farmer. Why?
Because farming is fun.
Farming is fun. Okay. So how is farming fun? That's an interesting one. But this is the deal. Many of us don't know when to become a hunter and when to become a farmer. Because I have come to know that in life you actually need both. The concept which you always must know is what is the balance between the two. I want to ask this one question. What if I gave you an option to choose from and you have to choose one, you cannot choose two? I gave you an option, number one, to be a lion for only one day and then you die, or to be a sheep for 1,000 years. Which one would you choose? It's a good one. That is very easy. For you to be a lion for how many days? 1 day. Or to be a what? A sheep for how many years? 1,000 years. Which one would you prefer? A sheep. How many of you would want to be a lion for 1 day? You guys, yani nyinyi wote ni waita na Kiswahili, nyinyi wote ni makondo. You prefer to be the condor. Why? Why do you think it is good?
Long life.
You know, I'm hearing that you will live long. So actually what you are looking at is time. What else? Why would you choose to be a sheep? Does a sheep lead? No. So let's interrogate this. This is a sheep and this is a lion. This one you can only become 1 day. This one we can give you how many years? 1,000. Does a sheep ever lead? So a sheep forever is a what? A follower. And a lion is always a what? A leader. Question. Why would you want to be a follower all your life? So that you live long. Don't you think that that is a miserable life? It is. Unfortunately, that is the truth about our lives. Many of us, given an option whether to be a lion for 1 day or a sheep for 1,000 years, would rather choose to be a sheep for 1,000 years. But let me tell you, it is not how well you are a sheep. Let me even make it more complicated. If we had a team of, now this is a game, and it's also leadership. It says that if you had 100 lions led by one sheep, and 100 sheep led by one lion, and they go to war, which one would win?
Lion being the leader.
Lion being the leader.
Yes.
Leading 100 sheep.
Yes.
And you want to be a sheep all your life. Are you seeing how you are shooting yourself? You are not sure which choice you want to take. But this is the deal. Many of us in life have opted to live long than to live quality. Most of us want to be followers than to be leaders. Let me tell you something about leaders. Leaders are sometimes willing to stand out alone. As a leader, you must be ready and willing to know that there are times when everybody can leave you, but you are still the leader, you can still have to stand out. When everybody is losing hope, the leader has no room for losing hope. When everybody is giving up, the leader has no time to give up. Let me give you something about the lion. The lion is a hunter. And when a lion is a hunter, it has no word like maybe. The lion does not know this word. Maybe I will be successful. Maybe I can make it. But every time the sheep, when it is being led, it sometimes is led even to a slaughter and maybe becomes its life. Because when it goes, it says maybe the person who is shearing will not injure me. Have you ever learned that sheep all through their life lose their wool? Every time the farmer wants to get some wool, he will catch the sheep and bring it close and remove everything. Does it remain exposed? Yes. And that is how some of our lives are. Most of us have remained exposed because we are willing to be sheep all our life. The lion. Have you ever seen a lion imeshikwa ikatwe the mane? Can you dare? Why? Because it knows itself. It has protected its own territory. It knows that it has no maybe. It is a hunter. It has to stand out alone. It has to stand out even when everything else is not right. This is what I have come to know about the hunters. Hunters have an instinct that they operate on. And instead of having a maybe, they always have this notion. They say, I can. Every lion knows that when it sees a prey, it can actually conquer the prey. Every lion knows when it sees an animal that it wants for food, it has nothing else left in its way. It has to go and go for it. Secondly, it always believes in this second one, and it says, I will. That means a lion does not leave a provision for somebody else to come and do it for them. They actually go for it themselves. I liked what she said, that hunters are go what? Go-getters. They do not stop because you have stopped. They keep moving because they know their prey. Finally, they always know for them to survive, they must succeed. Now I'll tell you two things about them. Lions know that they can, they will, and they must. That is the spirit of the hunter. You must always embrace the spirit of the hunter to know that in life you have to do things by yourself. You have to make it by yourself. The aspect of depending on others is very hard. Have you ever seen sheep? When one of the sheep starts crossing the road, what do all the others do? They cross the road. Even when danger is lurking on the road, even when they can all be knocked. I remember one time I'm driving from Mombasa, and I'm coming up the small hills with corners just after Changamwe. And when at that point, a Maasai from the cliff just decides to push all the goats into the road. And in it was also sheep. And they start crossing the road. Somehow we were speeding very much. And before we knew it, we had like bumps. Because in huku chini, zimejaa huko chini ya gari. And we had hit 21 of them. I asked myself the question, why did we hit all of them? If it was a lion, do you think you can hit two? No. They would never go together in herds like that. They would never follow each other to end their lives. But this is how sheep do. Most sheep actually comply to the herd mentality. None of them is willing to operate on their own. Most of them want to operate on groups. Could you be a sheep or could you be a lion in life? Because many lions know that they hunt alone. Even when they have a colleague to hunt, every one of them takes their own angle and they are willing to stand even if the other one doesn't come. And that is what makes people succeed in life. If you have the spirit of the sheep, you will forever be a follower and never a leader. That is the most unfortunate place to be. This is how I have known hunters. Hunters identify their prey. And when they identify their prey, their vision is clear. They know what they want and they are ready to go for it. Now, secondly, they don't go looking for their prey where they should not be. A hunter, if you go to where I come from Nakuru, and I just live next to the game park. And there's one particular hill that is called Lion Hill. Why is it called Lion Hill? It is because that is where the lions actually stay. Why do lions choose to stay in a hill? If you go to the animal orphanage right here, there is a lion hill. If you go to the Savo, you will find a lion hill. Why do lions love staying on the hill? Because they have the ability from the hill to see clearly their view of the prey that they are looking for. When the lion is up there, have you ever known how the lion runs? Can I tell you how it runs? A lion will do like this. A lion will see a prey in the plain. And it loves hunting where the grass is tall. What is the color of the lion's skin or the mane? Brownish. Is it similar to the grass? So can it camouflage in the grass very easily? So it will always want to hunt where the grass is the same. Because it has to go with the grass. Secondly, what it does, I watched one documentary and I loved how they hunt. A lion will urinate on its tail. And then it will splash the urine. Then the urine will take the direction of the wind. And then the lion will know that the wind is traveling from this side going this side. If it has to hunt, it cannot stay on this end. It has to go round all the way, go to the other side where the prey is on this side. Why? So that the prey does not pick the smell of the lion. So it goes opposite the direction of the wind because it has known about its prey. That the prey has the ability to smell the lion when it's coming. So it has to go opposite the wind. And when it does that, now it is able to attack on the prey. And when it attacks on the prey, it has such a precision. It does not start running all the way from there. It will crawl slowly, come slowly, and until it gets at a point where it knows it has a clear vision. Then when it has fixed its eye on the prey, then it can attack. That is the time a lion will sprint for its goal. And more often than not, a lion does not start not to finish. It has no maybe in its vocabulary. It knows one thing and one thing only. When it sees its prey and its vision, it has that for lunch and for dinner. It knows it has no choice of missing. So a lion will go for it and hang on it. Have you ever seen a lion hunting a buffalo? And it has beaten the buffalo. And then the buffalo is throwing it around. Can it let go? It does not. It will hang on there even when it is tossed up and about. It will hang on there because it knows that it must get what it wants. And that is how the attitude of life is. Most of us do not succeed in life because we do not even study our own what? Pray. Let me tell you this. This is the success that you have been looking for in life. But you will never be able to be successful until you have the hunter's mind. The hunter's mind knows how to overcome obstacles. The hunter's mind knows how to go around all opportunities. That if something is very difficult for you to do, you can go around it but still do it. Never ever stop and say that now I quit. If the lion was to quit and say that it will not go around the whole mountain so that it can get to its prey, then it goes hungry. No wonder some of us are not successful in life. Because when life offers us opportunity, they also come together with challenges. You will never go through opportunities until you meet challenges. This is what I've always known, that if you have no challenges, then you have no success. If you have no challenges, then you have no success. If you have to get more challenges, then they have also an ability to become more what? Success. That is the principle. If you have to have the hunter's mind, then you must be able to know your challenges. Because that way you will be able to know your what? Success. That is the truth about success. For you to succeed, you must have a hunter's mind in you. You must know that no challenges, then no success. Have you ever heard those things when you go to the gym? They say that no pain, no what? No gain. It simply means if you do not sacrifice something, then what you want becomes the sacrifice. I was reading one article from the Indian Army, and this is what they say, that you must be able to sweat more in times of peace so that you can bleed less in times of war. And that is how the army believes. They believe that it is important for you to sweat more in times of peace when there is no war, so that when it is the time of war, then you can bleed less. Why? Because your body was prepared. You were ready. Your mind was ready. Let me tell you something. You will never get success until you are ready for it. And you have to take the responsibility to prepare yourself for success every day. Because success is looking for a place. There's a book that is written, and I love that book. It's called The Homeless Money. That money is actually homeless, and it is looking for a place. Let me ask you, Mzee, if KCB gives you money, what do they call it? A loan. If you take the same money and give it to a school, what do we call it? School fees. If you take that same money and give it to a church, what do we call it? Tithe or what? Offering. If you take the same money and give it to a waiter who has served you very well, what do we call it? A tip. If you take the same money and give it to a policeman to try to stop him from arresting you, what do we call it? A bribe. That tells you by itself, money is homeless and it looks for a place to stay. Unfortunately, some of you have no place for money to stay. Because you know how to convert money into all the wrong things instead of converting it into all the right things. Learn to make money that thing which you use to get to success. Don't make money the success that you want. Most of us are looking for money instead of looking for the success which is known by managing the money itself. So this is how it works. A hunter will always be a leader. A hunter will never allow himself to be compromised by men. A hunter fixes his eyes on the prey and does everything that it takes. A hunter knows only these three words: I can, I will, and I do what? I must. Now this is what a farmer also does on the opposite side of it. A farmer will have the ability of patience. And a farmer will take an animal and keep it. He will keep a sheep and can keep it for so long a time until it develops a lot of wool. Then he can ship the wool off. A farmer can go to the farm and plant seeds and allow them to stay in the ground until the day that they mature. But the difference is this. In life, you have to know the balance between being a hunter and being a farmer. Because every little day activities that you do, these ones that we said, we do them every day. Small things that you do every day. This becomes the seeds that you place on the ground of life. This becomes the seeds that you place for success. You must be willing to sacrifice to do these things every day. When you come to this network marketing, I'll teach you also how to be able to call people every day. It is not a formula which will be argued. I know why. Because if you do not do it, then you have no results at the end of the day. You must be willing to do what a farmer always does. A farmer invests time. A farmer, once he has planted seeds, he knows that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. A farmer knows how to sit and wait. A farmer knows how to embrace faith. Time allows him to embrace faith, that now he can look forward to a day that he is able to get the crop which he planted. And that tells you also, even in the business that we are doing in this place, we invest time and small activities every day. Eventually they will pay. But no business, no employment, no venture anywhere in the world does not operate in the farmer's principle of time. You must be patient enough to know. A farmer knows this fact for sure, that some of the seeds which he plants, some of them will work. And that is why we always have this rule, and we say SW to the power of 4. Some will, some won't, so what? Someone is waiting. The truth is, even the farmers plant some seeds and they never germinate, while some will germinate. Some will never harvest a good harvest, but some will harvest a good harvest. What is life? Life is knowing the balance between being a hunter and being a farmer. Can I conclude this very easily and say this way? Consistency is the game which is played by everyone, both the farmer and the hunter. They must be consistent. If you do not go hunting, you will not get what you want. Now I want to finish with this saying. This saying says like this. It's written by one of the guy. He's called Mahatma Gandhi. He says like this: everyone is willing to eat, but very few are willing to hunt. Everyone is willing to do what? To eat, but very few are willing to do what? To hunt. And many of us want success. Everyone is willing for success, but very few are willing to work. Many of us want to have a beautiful, nice body, but very few of us are willing to do the exercise, eat the good diet. Very many of us want the good things in life, but you are not willing to sacrifice something for it. I have to know the hunter. This is it. I always now summarize and say like this: hunt your dream. Hunt your dream with every effort that you have in your energy. Hunt your dream every day of your life. Know that that dream depends on how well you will hunt. If you stop hunting, trust you me, you will never get to your dream. Always know that you must be able to do that. Secondly, I always insist like this, and this is the balance that I have learned in life. Plant your efforts every day. Plant your efforts what? Daily. You will never get to your dream until you are able to plant your efforts into it daily. Or this is what the good Bible says. The good Bible says like this: if you do not work, then you should not do what? Eat. The principle is very simple, that every day that you eat, it is a reward of your working. There is another one. It says, ask and it shall be given. Knock. Knock and it shall be done what? Open. For everyone who knocks, it shall be open for them. For everyone who asks, it shall be given. But question, can you be given before you ask? Could it be that we have gone through life expecting to be given and never asking? And that becomes the main thing. Actually, this is the point. Being given is a reward for your asking. Always know that you will never be given until you know how to ask. So the biggest question is not what do I receive, the biggest question is what do I ask for. The biggest question is, how do I ask what I ask for? The other one is always, which doors do we have opened for us? There is life opportunities door for every one of us. But trust me, it depends with which door do you keep knocking. Some of us knock our past. Our past is what we hang on, and we say that I used to be very successful, and so you live in the past knocking on the doors that have already been closed. Trust me, even if they were open, would they make you successful? They can't. They are gone, they are past. This is the point. The opening of every door of opportunity is dependent on which door you are knocking. If you knock the wrong doors, you get the wrong opportunities. The opportunities of life will always present doors for you to knock. And one of it that I have found is what I am about to present to you, that when you come to this company, there is a company here that I love, and it's called BF Suma. BF Suma is one of those companies that gives you an opportunity that you can knock and actually get what you want. Let me try to remove everything here so that it's easy. This company is actually called BF Suma. BF Suma stands for an acronym, and it means Bright Future Superior Unique Manufacturers of America. What Bright Future Superior Unique Manufacturer is, it is simply an opportunity that is presented to every one of us. The people who founded this company, and the one is called Mr. Chen. Mr. Chen had a vision, and his vision was clear. His vision was to improve the lives of people. And so that is why they came up with a slogan. And what is the slogan? Brighter life, better future. In essence, what he was looking at was, how can people have a brighter life? And also, now because life is not about only today, what about a better future? What are the elements that would make people get this element? And so they started subscribing, and they said, we have known one thing for sure: if you give people good health, are you able to have a brighter life? Are you able to enjoy a better future? Yes, you are. And so they knew that one of the fundamental principles is to give people good health. How can we give them good health? And he started working around it. And he realized that while he was doing this, there was a company which had already been begun in Hong Kong, and this was a manufacturer of pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals are actually medicine and what we need in our bodies when our bodies malfunction. So what did he decide? He said, that may not be the solution. Why? Because he had this principle and fundamental belief in his mind. He said that if you give your body what it needs, and your body has the ability to repair and rejuvenate and grow itself. The body does not require medicine. So he asked himself the question, what does the body require? The body requires food. But where can we get the food? We have always eaten in time and memory over our history. When you are born, you start by eating your mother's milk. That becomes the nutrition that every one of us has to begin with. Eventually, we are weaned into foods that are available where we come from. How many of you walilewa na ile mandizi? Mandizi ambayo ilikuwa inapikwa alafu inabonda-bonda. Nani ameshailewa na hiyo? Mmeshakula hiyo? Ni wangapi hapa wamelewa na Cerelac? Amwe. Ushaikorogewa Cerelac hivi ukakula? Haya, ni wangapi hapa wamekorogea watoto wao Cerelac? Allah. Now you can tell the difference is very clear. That in those days and times tulikuwa tunabonda-bondewa nini? Mandizi. And somehow wangechukua hata viazi, and they would take some other good nutritional foods and bonda-bonda them for our children. But nowadays we go buying the what? The tin, which has the what? Formula. And that is what now we feed our children on. And the question comes, is it the same as the mandizi na viazi? It is not. Something has changed. Because for them to keep that formula in that tin, it has preservatives. For them to keep it there, it has some chemical compositions in it. And so now, the quality of life of our children may not be as good as the quality of life of the old ones. And that becomes an area of concern. And so when Mr. Chang realized this, he moved to USA, a place called Los Angeles, and started a company now which is called SUMA, which is Superior Unique Manufacturers of America. What is the essence? The essence was, now he said, why don't we make the food in good dosages that people can be able to get the same benefit that they would get from the original ancient food. But he realized the reason why he was doing this was because something has changed. In our modern day, the foods that we eat have been tampered with. How have they been tampered with? Number one, most of them have been refined. You know refined food? What is some of the refined food that you know? Anyone? Yeah? Maize flour. Maize flour, it has actually been refined. What is the refination part? The refination part is, instead of taking the maize and grinding it as it is whole, they have managed to extract some elements from it. Why? Because they want to make some more economic sense. So what they have done, I used to look at, every time I used to go, yesterday someone was asking me this question, how do they make the milk that we always do? And I came to know, I had one time looked at how they do. They will take the milk from the farmer, and they will bring the milk, and then they will skim the milk. Skimming the milk is taking away the fat content. And if you go to the market, right now they write that minimum low-fat milk. The truth is, that milk, that cream which they get out, they do not throw away. What do? They package it. And some of them, you start from the first one. It's called a whipping cream. How many of you have ever used whipping cream kuweka kwa mboga na kwa nyama? You have used it? Is it very cheap? How expensive is it? Is it more expensive than the milk itself? Yes. So they know that that alone can become a commercial element. By refining the food, by removing that cream, they now are able to leave the milk, and then they tell you that it is better to have milk that has less fat so you don't have much cholesterol. But it is okay to give you the same cholesterol in a whipping cream that you can use. Is that being ironical to us? Sometimes we need to activate our common sense to ask ourselves, why remove the cream and tell me the milk is better on low fat, then sell me the cream as a whipping cream? Then you realize some of us are being cheated by our own minds. And so this happens. When they finish that process, now they take the milk again. And they realize the best way is that it will go bad. So they have to do the ultra heating. So they heat it very high temperatures, then cool them very low, and then immediately the milk becomes almost dead. So what does it mean? Now the milk, the nutritional part of the milk has actually been dead. This is what happens. Some of us have been subjected to a lot of heat that has spoiled the nutritional elements of whatever we take. That beginning from our home. It begins from our home because we cook everything and virtually everything. We have learned and adopted the fire as the best source, but some of the foods are best in their original state. So this happens. And also above this, now instead of having only refined, we also have others called processed foods. Who knows one processed food? Soda. Soda is one processed food. Another one? Sausages. They have taken the same meat again and processed it further. So out of 1 kilo of meat, they can get several things out of it. They can take a cow as it is. Number one, unavuna nini kutoka kwa ng'ombe? Ngozi. Hiyo inauzwa wapi? Kwa watu wa viatu, si ndio? Haya, alafu kutoa hiyo tuende kwa pembe na kichwa na miguu. Inapelekangwa wapi? Kichwa na miguu inapelekangwa wapi? Watu wa dini wakadhufu. Ni wangapi wanaendanga wakikunywa supu wakienda nyumbani? And you realize by the time unaenda ukikunywa hiyo supu, what do they tell you? Unapata nini? Calcium. So wanachukua hiyo kichwa, wanachemsha vizuri ili upate nini? Calcium. After that, we are doing a cow. Wanatoa nini? Intestines. Wanatoa intestines, wanaziosha vizuri, wanatoa uchafu. Then wanachukua mapafu, the livers of the cows. Manyama yote ile ambayo iko loose na mafuta. Wanakuchemshia vizuri, wanaikaranga. Alafu wanaweka ndani ya hiyo, inakuwa nini? Mutura. Wangapi wanakulanga mutura hapa say hai? Aiya, kumbe mnakulanga hizo vitu. Alafu baada ya mutura, sasa nyama imebaki. What do they do with the meat? They do the what with the meat? Meat. No, yes, the meat is coming, but it comes later. Wanakata nyama kwanza ya kuuza. So they sell the meat. But kuna two pieces twingine tunabakingi tusura mbaya. What do they do with it? Now they do the what? The meat. So that all those things now can disappear inside there. And what do they do finally with the bones? The bones, some of them we carry while we are buying. And you realize that they have, is there any wastage in a cow? By the time it is finished, after miguu tulikula. Is the same story in chicken. Ni wangapi wanaishi estate ambako ukipita unakutanga miguu imewekwa mahali say hai. Unakumbuka mpaka siku hizi wanauza kando ya barabara. Things have changed. And now instead of even that chicken being the original chicken, it is chicken that is fastened to grow. This is what happened. I met a lady here 2 days ago and she came here and she told me about how she was suffering from a condition and she was taken to hospital and then they put her on steroids because for them to save him, they had to put him on steroids. This is what happened. That lady right now looks this big. And if you ask her, she says, now I am unable to shed this weight because it's a steroid weight. Is it happening also in our chicken? That some of our chickens are actually being injected by steroids so that they grow faster. Some of our cows, some of our animals are actually being done that. The effect is this: the refination and the processing of the food has made it compromised. And now, technology has not left us any better. Technology has even affected our food. What do we call foods that have been affected by technology? GMO. What is that? Genetically modified what? Foods. And nowadays, if you go to the market, the foods that look best, cleanest and smartest are genetically modified. Machungwa yetu ya kawaida inakuanga with a different color. But machungwa ambayo imekuwa genetically modified, it is the most beautiful you can ever find. The truth about the matter is this: Chen, when he looked at it, he said, this is a good opportunity for us to be able to provide people with good health and also now empower them to be able to make, at least be able to achieve their a lot of money. And that is where this Brighter Life and Better Future logo was coined. That people who have good health and have the ability to make some money, that becomes the winning game. Because that person can afford to get good health. That person can afford to give a good life to his people. Or can be able to also make a positive contribution to the society. And that is why this company is. The company is an opportunity that has been given to everyone, that we can be able to embrace it and use it. Now, how does this work? This is how it works. When this was realized, they said that we are going to measure in some areas. Area number one, they said we will measure in weight management. Why weight management? Because there are people who are struggling with weights that they cannot bear. And many times you don't know what to do. For example, the lady I was just talking about now, amekuja hapa and he has been put on steroids on the medicine. And now she has an excess weight that she's not able to shed. And so we try on our supplements, and over time we know that if we work on the body correctly with food, the body can be able to reverse itself. The body is given the ability that now it can stand for itself. Also, we ask ourselves, how can we be able to deal with our aging? Is there a person here who would want to stay younger for longer? What do you do to stay younger? Leo asubuhi nimepigiwa simu na mtu. Akaniambia, tafadhali kuja kwangu haraka because something is happening to me. My face has now changed because of wearing masks. And now they have been wearing some masks, and unfortunately, this is a very bad precedent. That some masks, even out there in the market, are not as good as they look. Now commercial part has also stepped into the masks. When we started, they were meant to protect us. Now they are spoiling us. Now there are some people who have funny faces and pimples which are developing on their face, courtesy of the what? Masks. And that is why you have to be careful even which mask you put on your face. This company now has even gone ahead and made a very healthy mask. It has 3 layers of protection. So that number 1, it protects you. It has a middle layer which is also very good. It also has a 3rd layer on the front, which makes sure that anything from outside does not get in and what is inside does not go out. But now what has happened, this lady, all along from where he puts the mask, the face has 2 lights. And he said, the only problem is I bought 1 box and I was told I bought the box of 50 packets at 400 shillings. Do you think it was good quality? It was not. So now she's having to pay. She's now going without a mask because the face has already been affected. So she was asking me, what can I do? What do you think I will do for them? I told them, we also have another category here of products and we call it personal care. And I told her, I have a soap that I call Anatic. I will bring the soap for you so that just in case you try it and you see whether it works. Because now you can use the soap to wash off in case what is there in the mask is only on the surface. It will help to get rid of. But I also told her, we also have a mask. Did you know that this company has a mask? Yes. Gregory, do you have a mask there? Give me that mask. I want to show people a bit. Then you can have it after this. Thank you. Now, did you know that this company has a mask called N16? Now, this mask has not been launched into the market. But anybody who purchases NMN gets this mask called N16. It's actually a moisturizing facial mask. What you do with it, you are able to apply it on your face and put it there. And then you can keep it for about 15 or 20 minutes. What it does is this. It removes the toxins which are inside your skin by pulling them out. It's like a mask that you put on your face, the other masks in the beauty industry. But also now, it also moisturizes the skin and makes it very nice. After you finish, you'll look at yourself and you look at different people. The company has one intention, to make a brighter life and a better future for everyone. And you can use some of our supplements and the range of our products. And that is why in our personal care we have things like Anatic soap, which helps us to clean our skin. And the skin now changes. You have a better glowing skin. Actually, you will look younger than your age. Many a times. I want to ask a question. Can I ask this one? How old do I look? Aha. Now that's a difficult one. And I'm happy to interest it. How old do I look? Who is willing to dare? 30? 35? How many think that I'm 35 say aye? Aye. Here amenoa, ameanguka. Nakaa how old? 30? 30 years? Okay, nice. How many think that I'm 30? Okay, now let me hear. Anybody who thinks differently? Huh? 40? Wow. 45? I look 45. Acha kuangalia ndevu. As he himself feels I'm 45. Do you think that I'm 45? Yes. That is too old. Truth be told, I'm about 4 years to 50. Yes. I'm 4 years to what? To 50. But question, what can make you stay younger for longer? The first thing is this. The company is willing to give you products that can actually make you look younger than your age. The difference is, when you learn to adopt some of this lifestyle, I am one of those people who, in one of our anti-aging products, we have a product called NMN. I have subscribed and told myself I am going to take that one until I get young. When it comes to the soap, I use a natural soap that works with my skin, that does not make my skin also start wrinkling. And so you can keep the elasticity of your skin and you can make yourself look younger. This is what I always say. When you come and you are a distributor in this company, you have to act and be like the product. How do you do that? Because the company has one simple principle. It says everybody should be able to do what? Use. This is the principle of the company. They want everybody, while you are using the products, you enjoy the benefit of having good health. And that becomes the winning game. You will never go wrong when you know that you are using products which are healthy. How do you know they are healthy? All our products do not subject you to any side effects. So they are safe for your usage. So instead of going to look for oils to apply on your skin so that you look younger, you can look for something that works from internally. How does it do? It feeds the energy to your body cells. And now you are able to have cells which are more rejuvenated, and you are now able to look younger than your age. And that becomes the winning part. Finally, this company also is interested with health and wellness. How do we achieve this? This we achieve by having several products in many, many categories. Can I show you some of the categories? We have immune boosters. What do immune boosters do? Immune boosters, we have products like Pure and Broken. We have Reishi, we have Yunzi. All these are mushrooms. These mushrooms are known in the old ancient medicine that they were used to make life longer. Actually, they were used for longevity of life. How would they do? Because to me, those mushrooms, they were meant to go to the body and feed you well. And now you have the energy in your cells to have the ability to fight diseases. Did you know that most people who get killed by COVID actually don't die from COVID itself? They die from opportunistic diseases which COVID makes exposed. Do you realize also, even HIV, does HIV kill by itself? What kills? The opportunistic diseases. So actually what happens, you will realize that somebody who has HIV has a compromised immunity. By that compromised immunity, now the body is able to get any other infection and thrive on it. That is why most people who are HIV positive, if they get TB, what kills them, HIV or TB? TB. The reason is, when your immunity is compromised, then the body becomes vulnerable to anything. That is why even the government is giving us protocols and telling us, if you want to stay away from COVID, what must you do? Boost your immunity. When you boost your immunity, it's simply giving the body a fighting chance, that the body has the ability to fight for itself. That way, then we are able to do that. Do we have medicine for COVID? No. In BF Zuma, do we have a solution for COVID? Which one? Boosting the what? The immunity. And that is what becomes the business that we do. That we are able now to change lives by boosting this immunity. This is what happened one time in one company up here. It's a big house. And when they are there, the employees are about hundreds. And somehow, 2 of them get COVID. And one of them passes away. He's a famous guy. He was all over the media. I don't want to start saying the name. When this person dies, and the other 2 are tested positive, the company goes into a panic mode. And this is what they tell all the staff. They tell all the staff, you have 2 options. 1, everybody goes home and works from home. And number 2, everybody must boost immunity. And number 3, they are told, after that, for you to be admitted back to the office, you must be tested. And so I happened to meet 2 of them. And I tell them, don't worry, we can make you get very good results. And they told me, now you know, on Monday next week, we are going for all of us for testing. Because the only way to be admitted is after being done what? Tested. And I gave them these serious immune boosters. And I told them, come and I will show you what can work with you. Trust you me, out of the 8 people who took our immune boosters, none of them tested positive. And they said, we were the ones who were even most exposed with the person who died. But somehow, because of boosting their immunity, now they have the ability to resist even that which can attack them. So do we have a solution for COVID?
Yes.
Yes, we do. Because we work on the immunity to make ourselves strong to be able to resist that infection. This is what happens. We also have other categories like digestive. Digestive is a good area. Let me talk about one product down here. It's called Anti-Diar. How many of you have ever used Anti-Diar? What is your experience with Anti-Diar? Just tell us. Good. Ikaponesha nini? Hiyo gas ambayo ilikuwa inakusumbua. Perfect. Anybody else who has used Anti-Diar? You will not use Anti-Diar. By the way, it is the cheapest product that we have. And the most effective. Have you ever gone to a party ukakula chakula ikakuharibikia? Kuna watu ambao hawakulangi chakula ya watu wengi. Unajua hao watu? There are some people who don't even like hotel food. Because you think that they will get a lot of that. This is a very good companion. Actually, this is what I did. I went to a place and there was a company which is a UN-based company. And their work is to travel around the world. They are called peacekeepers. And when they are going around, this is what they do. They eat a lot of food in the bushes there. And they have serious digestive problems. One of the best solutions that I always tell them, that Anti-Diar pills, you can actually, it's like a smallest bottle. You can throw it in your pocket and keep carrying it. It has 4 tablets that you take as an adult. And if you have any food poisoning, it goes away. It is able to clean the system completely. If you are diarrhea and you have a stomach that is running, this Anti-Diar can stop the diarrhea. It removes the waste and then stops the diarrhea. Instead of now taking the medicine which has a lot of side effects, now you are able to have something that you can walk with, that you can put in your handbag, and every time you go and you eat public food, or you eat food in a wedding or in a funeral or in one of those places, and you know the quality of food is not very good, once you take this, you protect yourself. Is it a good thing to have, everybody? It is something that you can have. And even if you have children who go to school and they have this picky habit in the school, they eat food that comes home and they have a very bad stomach, you simply give them 2 tablets of this Anti-Diar and they are very well. This works, that in the digestive health, now we are able to have products which help. I want to talk about which one? Probiotic. What about probiotic? What is probiotic? For those of you who know probiotic. It is good what? Bacteria introduced into the colon. And when it is introduced into the colon, this is what happens. That now your body breakdown of food is easier. If you have taken antibiotics, if you are here and you have taken antibiotics in the last 1 year, say aye. That tells you something happened to your stomach. Antibiotics will simply go to the stomach and kill any living bacteria, any living pathogens, any living parasites inside your body. And that will make you feel better. If, for example, you are sick, now you can start feeling better. But the question comes, immediately after now you feel better, then what remains in your stomach? The body has 2 kinds, and that is one, the good bacteria and the bad what? Bacteria. Unfortunately, antibiotics are not intelligent. So they will kill everything. The good and the what? It is your responsibility. When you finish an antibiotic dose, because we need an antibiotic dose, when you finish that antibiotic dose, you follow it with a probiotic dose. So that now you are able to bring back the good bacteria into your colon and your digestion can continue being normal. Otherwise, people who have done that now start suffering from things like constipation, or they have a lot of ulcers. Or sometimes you find yourself, you eat food and then you hear a throwback of gas, which burns you all over. And that is what even Jane says, that she even used Anti-Diar and it went. You can easily finish all those problems of the digestive. We have others like cardiovascular health. And here we have a lot of products. We have one called pressure-free tea. It helps to control the pressure. We have another one called glucoblocker. What does it do? It helps people with sugar metabolism issues. We have other products like Micro 2. Who has used Micro 2 here? Anybody who has used Micro 2 amongst us? Nobody? I want to recommend this for everyone. Micro 2 is a fantastic product. This is what it does. It is one of those things, if you have your blood veins, and this happens all the time, the blood veins could have a lot of cholesterol. Where does the cholesterol come from? The cholesterol becomes aligned on your veins, capillaries, and that becomes a bad thing. What this does is that when it aligns on the veins, now the blood which flows in between here now starts finding it difficult to pass. And that alone becomes a very bad thing. Because now, for you to be able to get this blood to pass, a lot of pressure must be applied on it. And that means you are a candidate of high blood pressure. What is causing the high blood pressure? The veins that are aligned with a lot of what? Cholesterol. Sometimes also, there could be a blockage which can happen on your nerves. And this happens many times, and people do not know now what do I do with it. If you go to the hospital, they'll give you anticoagulants, which will come and try to dissolve this one. And if you are now very susceptible and you have reached a point, now what they can also do is that they can come and you hear they go for a surgery and they do something that they call a bypass. Have you ever heard of somebody being done a bypass? The bypass is simply putting something, a pipe, that comes and now takes the blood across and avoids the obstacle. Micro 2 is one of the blood detoxifiers that we have. A fantastic product. This is what it does. Number one, it helps to clean up your vessels. If your blood has a lot of toxicity, now your blood is able to be cleansed. There are people who have a lot of chest pain, and they do not know what is happening to them. Some could be blood. Some could be other effects, like having a lot of fat. Some could be about the lungs. But I have known one product which works best. If you use Micro 2, we are able to deal with a lot of blood detoxification. It is the best blood cleanser. I gave one lady, and in 3 days, actually yes, in 3 days time, she received her periods. And the previous periods were about a week earlier. And she told me, hizi vitu zenyu ni mbaya sana. I told her, no, they are very good. What they have done is there is a lot of toxicity inside your blood, and for it to get rid of it, it has to use the same blood. And so when she did that, somehow we had to combine this Micro 2 with also a femininity. Immediately after that, cycles which were irregular now became very regular. And now from there, she had no problem with cramps. Do you realize ladies also have cramps when they have their menses? This becomes one of those things which can help you a lot. And Micro 2 is a fantastic one. We use it for controlling cardiovascular issues. Anything that deals with your blood, getting good oxygen into your head. This one also helps. If your blood is too thick, then it lightens it and actually goes through. So that now your blood is able to circulate correctly. Ushaisikia ukiwa umeganda miguu? Watu wengine ambao wakikaa chini wanaganda wapi? Miguu. And the others whom the fingers are almost numb. That also becomes a good place for you to begin. What am I trying to say? That the supplements of this company intentionally are supposed to make you have a brighter life and a better what? Future by giving you good health. Our products are many. This is the deal. Our products will range about 50 plus. But we have a few in our market. The reason is this. That what we are trying is to make everybody who is in this business, number one, to use this product. When you use them, now you become a product which can stand out there in the market. Myself, I always tell people the reason why I had to use the weight management product is because that is what got me here. Because if it was not for the weight management program, I would not be a distributor in this company. I came because I tried them, and they worked. So that I reduced my weight actually from 117 and now I am 94. And all of you are playing with my age because you cannot tell my age. If I was 117 and I asked you what is my weight, my age, probably you would have given me much more age than what I have. Are you realizing that even how you look can even make people out there have a different perception of you? Would you want the people to think better about you? You need to work on your body. How can you do that? By using supplementation program, you are able to advance your health in a better way. Number one, you are able to protect yourself from common diseases. By giving your body immunity, you are able to protect against those things which could come to you. By also having those conditions which you already find yourself in. Is there a woman here who has fat hanging around the stomach? If you are here, say hi. Do you need help? Yes. And supplements are one good way of helping you. We can give you some supplements and you stay on them. We can give you veggie. How many of you have used Easy Slim? Anyone who has used Easy Slim? Easy Slim? Nobody. You guys don't use our supplements. Or the ones we use are not here. This is it. Learn to know how to use these supplements regularly. And this is what I suggest to everyone. When you come to this company, we send you downstairs on 4th floor, we have doctors. And we refer you to a doctor who is good and we tell you, go to that doctor and he will test you. You will take your palm and put it on top of a machine that we call a quantum magnetic analyzer. Some people say that it doesn't work. But I have seen, by the time they leave there, they say, now I believe it works. Because when you put your hand on it, we are able to analyze from the computer ranges what you could be suffering from. And unlike where you go and recite your problems, here we tell you your problems. And the best person who is a doctor is yourself. Because you know everything that you suffer from. And so what happens is this. Once you are taken your measurements, and you now know what is the status of your body, you can actually dose yourself to a life of supplements. How you can work on one bit after another one. And before you know it, now it becomes a lifestyle that you can adopt. And you live a healthy life. Is that a good deal? Who is not interested in this product? Which one among you is interested in all our supplements? Say aye. Now thank you for being interested, because that makes you also now the ambassador of this company. This company decides that when it has all these products, it has only one way of marketing them. Because these products are good. Let me give you some good reasons. Number one, they are all certified. That means if I tell you to go and recommend it to a friend, you are not worried. Because they are certified. They have all the legal documentation that you would need for a document. For example, our products are manufactured in the USA, so we have the first certification of FDA. That means Food and Drug Administration Board. So we are able to have all our products fit for human consumption. Number two, our company subscribes to what we call GMP, Good Manufacturing Practices, telling you that we manufacture highest quality products. I was talking to someone who is a Muslim, and I want to repeat this for the sake of the Muslims who may be even watching us online. And he asked me, are your products halal certified? And I told him, yes. All our products, due to the diversity of our coverage, all our products are also halal what? Certified. So can I sell to a Muslim friend? Yes. So I have a halal certification. And if you have some of the brochures, I have carried one, I don't know where I put it. If you have some of our brochures, we will indicate there that we are an American brand. We are halal certified. Halal certification gives you the go-ahead, and even if you meet a Muslim friend, tell them that our products are that. Secondly, it comes to Kenya and we are certified by KEBS. Again, beyond that, we have another one we call PPB. What is PPB? Pharmacy and Poisons Board. That allows us to know that all our products now are certified and valid for use. Question: do they have any side effects? Do they have any side effects? No, because all our products are natural. They are made from natural raw materials. They are made from also organic raw materials, enabling them now to have the highest quality. Have you realized that most of our foods is not organically grown? Organic growth is where you don't use pesticides, you don't use herbicides, you don't use those chemicals. Instead, you grow food naturally in the way that it should grow. And so this company has this way. They have identified several places and sites where they collect their raw material. And they have even patented those areas. And then what they do is now they're able to take the most natural and organic raw materials, which help that all our supplements now are covered within that frame. And we have the most fantastic of them all. I was talking to a friend, and he supplies some of the supplements in the market for joints. And when he talked to us, we told him about how we would want him to join our network and work with us. He said, the truth is, I'm your competitor, but I know one thing for sure. Your products are superior than mine. Wow. Is that a good thing to be told?
Yes.
That even the competitors can actually validate that our products are of higher quality than what they have. And they know it. But since it is business, they will always do their what? The business. The reason of us is not to believe that we have products of the highest quality. And that helps us in the market. So that now we are able to go out in the market and work on it. Actually, I was looking at a documentary which was happening yesterday, a training. And they mentioned something about our NMN. And they said that it is the first non-vitamin anti-aging product that is in Africa. In the entire Africa, most of the anti-aging products will actually be vitamin-based. But what we have is a non-vitamin based that has the most high potency to work on the anti-aging. So it's a beautiful thing that we need to pride that we have products of the highest quality. And these products are able to change our lives. What is the secret to these products and how can you convert them now into money? Did you come here because of the money? How many of you came here for the money? Say aye. You wanted the money before you wanted the product. That says something about you. This is the deal. We have said that when you come to this company, we are able to give you good health. Secondly, we are able to provide you with an ability to make money. And we even go further and say that even beyond the money, we are able to give you several other incentives. Which one would you want to know first, incentives or money? The incentives or pesa? Pesa. This is the beauty about us. Most of us know that when we have money, we have a solution to everything. And that is exactly even what maybe the Bible says. The Bible says that money is the answer to all things. But the truth about it is this, that sometimes if you have money and you cannot do the other things, can you trade your money for your health? Which is better? Between money and health? Health. So this company has the right path. Why? Because it helps you to get good health before you get a lot of what? Money. This is how it works. When we come here, we have an elaborate compensation plan. Our compensation plan entails several things. Number one, we say that every person who comes to this company, number one, is able to enjoy discounts. How are you able to enjoy discounts? You are able to enjoy discounts only if you become what we call a distributor. Everybody else who is not a distributor does not get into this compensation plan. So one of the beautiful compensation plans of this company is allowing every distributor to get all the products of this company at a discount. Number two, in the compensation plan of this company as well, we are able to make profits out of every retail sale that we make. This is what happens. That when you come into this company, the company is able to allow you all these products that you enjoy at a discount. Now you are able to convert them to and make profits. This is a story that has always been said. And we love this guy, he's called Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn says it is better to make profits than to make what? Wages. And this is what he also says. It is better to earn 1% of my efforts. Or is it better to earn 100% of 100 people's efforts? Sometimes this is what it works. Let me put it rightly. You can actually get 100% of yourself. And that is what most of us do. And this one, in the marketplace, we call it sole proprietorships. This is where most of us open businesses. And all you are looking at is that kila faida itakuwa kwa hii kampuni ni ya nani? Ni yangu. But question, what about losses? When they are 100%, who takes them? You. That is what we never tell ourselves, that you can actually make 100% of yourself. But let me ask you, what about I convert this and I give you 1% of 100 people? Which is better, this one or this one? The 1%. Because in this one, you are actually able to make more profit at less input. If I had more people, and I take 1% from every one of them, it is better than making 100% of yourself. This is where I was trapped all my life. I used to open businesses, and all my businesses were actually sole proprietorships. And I used to tell myself, when I am opening a business, I am able to make 100% what? Profit. But unfortunately, little did I know that there is another better way that you can actually be able to make more money. How can you be able to make more money? This company now introduces a system, and this system is called network marketing. Now, what is network marketing? Network marketing is simply the process of being able now to make money, but not a lot from yourself only, but 1% or more from a network of people. Now, how does it work? This is where the difference comes in clear. Most of us, when we are in our own sole proprietorship businesses, or when we are employed by an employer, the little money that you make cannot change beyond what you are. And this is the truth about life. Les Brown says like this: we do not make what we want in life, we make what we are. That tells you, if you open a business that you do not know anything about, but because you know that you only need to buy and sell, chances are you will not make enough money. That is why most businesses in Kenya will be closed in the first 5 years, if they survive the first for 1 year. The reason is because most of them are limited by your inabilities. But what happens in network marketing? In network marketing, you are able to take more people into the network. And the more people you get into the network, you get more expertise, you get more exposure, you get more coverage. And that becomes the winning game. The secret to network marketing is simply having many what? People. The more people you have, the better it is. Why? Because every person knows a person whom you don't even know. Every person knows a place that they can take the product that you may not know. And that means that by yourself, network marketing becomes the simple business of duplicating yourself. So that your business becomes very simple. Teach everybody who comes into my network to become exactly like I am, and better. And when I teach them, they go out there and teach other people to become exactly that. And before I know it, now what I have is a network of people who are all doing the marketing on behalf of this company called what? BF Sulu. And that means that you can be able to grow. And in our compensation plan, number 3, we are able to earn what we call bonuses. Bonuses come out of network marketing. And actually, this is the residual income that we are able, residual passive income that we are able to make. Now, the reason we make this residual passive income is because it has the ability to be multiplied by the number of people that you get. Now, this is how it works. It is based on 2 principles. Number 1, in this company, what rank are you? So we will work on the rank that you are on, and we will pay you a bonus commensurate to your rank. Number 2, it will work on the volumes that you are able to move. Now, the volumes are dependent on yourself plus the team that you bring aboard. I will show you exactly how it works. But in the meantime, I want you to know this, that the company has this ability to give you discounts, to give you profits, to give you bonuses. Number 3 and number 4, The company also has a lot of incentives. What are some of the incentives? In this company, if you come every year and you work and meet certain targets, the company is able to give you a car every year. Why have I written cars? I've written cars deliberately because you can actually win a car this year and win a car next year and win a car the next year. Do you need a car every year?
Yes.
You need a car every year?
Yes.
I like that. But sometimes even the one you are given this year is not old. So you can actually even decide to trade that money and put it in something else. And the company allows you that. But the point is this, that the company can set for you some targets, and if you hit those targets, they are able to give you a car. Secondly, the company also has an incentive that they call travel. And this travel, the cars have two differentiation. One is 2.5 million, another one is 1.25 million. The travel is one, the company can spend $2,000 US on you and $4,000 US on you. What is the difference? One of them, we call it international, and the other one, we call it intercontinental. Why would they give me a travel? The company believes in better life and a brighter what? Future. By allowing you 1 week, they can tell you that in 1 week we will take you out. Go out there on the company's expense. And now everything that you do there is the company's bill. So they will pick you from Kenya, take you in an aeroplane, take you wherever they want to take you. When they get you there, it is their expense to keep you there. Which one of you would want to travel on the company's expense? Now you have been traveling on whose expense?
Yes.
And now on your own expense, where do you travel to? Ushago tu? Hakuna mahali pengine unaenda? Na Mombasa. Sasa hebu jaribu uende December 31st Mombasa. What happens? The entire Nairobi has moved from here to where? To there. Mnakutananga kwa beach vile mnakutananga Kenyatta Avenue. Because all of us know that that is the only place we can go for holiday. But the company allows you an ability to go even international. And you can now go to China. You can now go to Abu Dhabi and Dubai. You can now go to Germany. Last year, this company takes about 5 people to New York and takes others of over 30 to Hong Kong. And everybody who qualified actually gets a fair chance. Every one of us can do that. How many of you are willing to work and say, I'm willing to work to get into that travel? That tells you that there will be some effort to put. Do you remember where we started? We said you must be able to hunt your dream. But while you hunt your dream, you must also be willing to plant your efforts into it. Nothing comes for free in life. This company also is able to give you what they call a villa. Now this thing, I don't like this name. I think they should change the name. What is a villa? A mansion. So what is a mansion? They must be different. A villa is a difference of a mansion, is a difference of a bungalow. It must be something much bigger. But what is the concept? The concept is they can give you a place to stay. And the beauty about this company is some of us have very limited minds. Can I show you how limited they are? If the company was to give you a villa today, where would you build it? Acha nisikie wewe utajenga wapi? Si useme mahali unataka kujenga ndio tuambie kampuni ikujengee. Wapi? America. Wewe ulitishwa. Who would build along Ruai? Who would build along Nakuru Highway where I stay? In other words, this company gives you the ability to think even beyond the boundaries of this country. That you can actually put up a villa in a different place. How many of you think that they can have also a house in that Mombasa, instead of going to hotels, you can actually be going to your own house? Yes. And I have seen people, I have actually seen the president of this company who has a villa which has been given by this company in the beaches of Indian Ocean. Is that a beautiful place to be? Yes. Yes. So that when you feel like Nairobi is too tiring, you can take a drive or a flight and go to Mombasa. And when you go there, you go to your own house, near to the what? The beach. The company can also allow you, now you can go there. And this is what it does. In 5 years, they put you in a pool. And in this pool, they are able to put resources together and they are able to locate you into where you choose. This company keeps its word. Can I tell you how I believed? In this team, we have a leader who is in this team. He's called Albert Gedenji. Albert Gedenji has come here in the last year and he came around September. And so in about 8 months, now I have seen him be able to achieve all these things. That when I talked about a car, I have seen him get a car out of this company. And if you go to the basement, that car is there in life. That tells you that it is true. If it is about travel, I have seen literally the people travel out of this country and go out there and come back. And we have videos and we have photos of all of those travels. That to prove that what the company says is true. This is what happens. If you log into the system, the company has a compensation plan that entails you to be able to enjoy discounts as a distributor. That entails you to get profits from every retail sale that you make. That entails you to can earn bonus on a monthly basis. This is monthly. Based on your rank and on your what? Volumes. And this becomes the easiest of all. You are able to get incentives. That as you work, you are meeting every day what you need. And you are also being put in a pool of incentives that you can get. Is that a beautiful company?
Yes.
This becomes a vehicle that can make you get a better future. This becomes a vehicle that can make you have a brighter life even today. Myself, when I learned about this, I told myself, I may not love and understand everything else, but I know one thing, if I believe in this company and work with them, they can make me get this. Every day that I work here, I'm able to enjoy these discounts. I'm able to get these profits. I'm able to make these bonuses every month. When I came here, my bonuses were not big. I started with 424 shillings. Everybody looked at me and said, that one does not work. I told them, don't worry. I have understood that the principle of life is about building. And so what I came to know is that if I have the ability to make 424, what it made me believe is that this company actually pays. And this is what it does. The company has a month that runs between 9 and 8 of every month. So at the beginning of this month, on 9th, that is when we begin our month, we will end it at the 8th of the next month. It has an overlap of 1 month so that it allows you time to close the business. And this is what they also do. Every 15th of every month, the company faithfully pays. This month was the most interesting. 15th was on a what? Saturday. And the company had to pay on 15th. So this is what happened. They started paying, I'm told, by around 10. And since they have over 8,000 distributors, now you can imagine M-Pesas going out. So they were sending M-Pesas throughout the day. And other people received the money even up to midnight. Are there people who received money after midnight?
Yes.
Yes. And when you woke up on Sunday morning, was the money in your phone?
Yes.
Yes. What I did, by understanding that this 424 was paid to me, I knew that the company keeps its word. And that to me is a winner. Because there are many other companies out here which thrive on public relations. And they talk a lot, but they don't do. I am interested in a company that promises something and actually does it. So this is what I told myself. The first month, earning 424 is not a problem. And immediately after that, I moved to about 3,800. I realized, Allah, I can actually grow. That also gave me the potential to know that if I put my best foot forward, I can get to the results that I want. I started moving up the ladder. I went to 12,000 shillings. I went to 41,000 shillings. I went to about 68,000 shillings. I have now gone even to 100,000 and I am now enjoying myself every month. Is this a good company to log into? Yes. I will tell you something. When you come here, we tell you that the first 3 months, actually even up to 6, don't look at the money. Look at the process of building. Because eventually when you get the process right, then you get the best results. What is the process? I will show you how you can build this business in a comfortable, easy way. Now this is the deal. This is where the money is. This is where the money is. Let me show you this in a very simple way, and then we are able to get out of here. This is it. Number one, how can you be able to log in to enjoy the first compensation plan of a discount? Is the first thing you must become a what? A distributor. How do you become a distributor? We ask you to pay $50, which is approximately how much? 5,000 Kenya shillings. This 5,000 shillings allows you now to be recognized by this company as a distributor. This is what happens. In this 5,000 shillings, we are able to divide the money into two. 2,100, we call it registration fee. That registration fee is actually the money that we use to empower you to become a knowledgeable distributor. And this is what we do. Everything that I've been saying here is embodied in literature. So we give you a lot of literature. That literature you are able to read by yourself. We give you a card that has a specific number, that now you are able to be recognized by that. We give you a pin. We give you some sample products so that you are able now to test. Then we give you something else. We're giving you a tracking ability. This is what happens. If you are a distributor here, you will see people who have this badge, a nice golden badge. This shows that you are branded by this company and represented. That means you are a distributor. That gives you equal rights with everybody else. The beauty about this business is this. Once you come in, you are equal to everyone who came 10 years ago or 2 days ago. We are all equal. It is your effort which will determine how you get paid. It is your effort that determines which rank you will be at. Now, this is what happens. After you get into that pin, now, do you realize we have some yellow books? Any distributor who have the yellow book and the health guide, please lift it up. That is the book. For those who are new, that becomes the manifesto of the company. That is where it entails all the product catalog. All products are put there. Then we have a little card. Anybody who has a card? Show me the card. Yes. Yours now looks very different, like the other. But he has just put it in a nice hanging card. That card has a number for you. And that number is the unique one. Because that number will identify you in this business. So that now every business that you do is entailed in that card. And now that number which you have, you are able to log into our systems. And now in our systems you have the ability to track your business. This is what happens next. We tell you that we also require you with the 2,900 remaining to enjoy some of our products. Our principles are very simple. We have always said that for you to thrive in this business, you must be able, number one, to use our products. So we actually incite you to use a fast product. With half of the money that is remaining, 2,900, we give you some recommendations which we can give you. Number one, we tell you, you can start with a product like Consti-Relax. And Consti-Relax is costing you 2,250. Why? Because it goes into your system and cleanses your system. It is a good place to start. Once you cleanse your system, now you can continuously use our supplements without much problem. We tell you also you can use our soap. And our soap we will give you at 180. And also we can give you a toothpaste at 450. And that is the end of your money at that level. So we give you this toothpaste called Dr. TS. Why Dr. TS? Because we want you to move from the ordinary way of living life to a healthier way of living life. The toothpaste that we give you is not a concoction of chemicals. It is a concoction of herbs which work with your teeth. This is what they say. They say that it has the ability to even whiten the teeth. Mine have not whitened yet. But has anybody used and it has whitened the teeth? It also does. But I have known a few things which it does. I used to have a lot of bleeding gums. But now I no longer have bleeding gums. Anybody else who has had an effect on the Dr. TS toothpaste? Anyone who has used it, it has worked? No one? Yes?
Nowadays, I am able to brush cold water without any...
Cold water?
Yes.
Now you have the sensitivity which was there is gone. That is a nice one. It shows you that now if you have sensitive teeth, now the sensitivity is able to go. Somebody told me the other day, but why not use Sensodyne? I told him, which Sensodyne? Have you realized in the market there is over 10 species of Sensodyne and you don't know which one to use? Because marketing has made them grow into many brands. Our brand is only one constant one called Dr. TS. Why? It is able to work with your gums. It is able to correct some of the problems of your teeth, and now you have a good way. This entitles you now to become a distributor like everybody else. And this is what happens. Now this is you being directly linked to this company, and this company is called BF Suma. And this is now you becoming a distributor on behalf of this company. What is your role? Now I want a name of a person who is here for the first time. Do we have visitors in this place? If you are here for the first time, let me see you by a show of hands. Thank you, I see some there. Thank you very much. Can I get a name of one visitor I can use as an example here? Give me your name and then I use as an example. Anyone? Carol. Good, thank you Carol for that. I hope that is the correct spelling. Good. So Carol comes here and has been interested. This is what has happened. While we were speaking, Carol has seen that there are some products that she can use. Also, she has also the ability to say that there are some she can recommend to some friends, even to some family. She knows of a friend who could have suffering from one of these conditions. Some of the lifestyle conditions that we have can be actually reversed by use of supplementation. And so the third one is she decides that she can also be able to sell some of these products. The beauty about this company is this. It gives you all these opportunities in one. That by you becoming a distributor, you have the ability now to go to a compensation plan number 2, you can be able to enjoy profits. So when I buy a product here at 1,000 shillings, I can be able to sell it at 1,500 or 2,000 shillings. That means I make the profit and you keep the profit. The company is not interested in the profit. In fact, the company now takes the points, and what they calculate for you is something that we call PV. Now the question comes, what is a PV? PV is what we call a performance volume. This is what gauges our business. We are able to know how much business we have done by using PV. And this is a very simple formula. We say that 1 PV is approximately equal to $1, which is approximately equal to 100 Kenya shillings. Now that gives you a standard formula, almost universal. This is how it works. If you are in Tanzania, we will tell you to work with the dollar and go back to the Tanzanian shillings. That means every product that we give you here is now valued using the PV instead of the currency. So for example, when we give you a Constirilax at 22.50, if you use this formula, how many PVs does Constirilax have? Approximately 22. That value can go up or can come down. But in order to guide you, we have a price list. And in that price list, there will be the price in Kenya shillings, the price in US dollars, and it will also have the PVs for each product. So that you are able to know what is the value that I get out of it. Now this is the deal. When you are now able to buy this first product, the company gives you approximately 25 PV. So if you begin with 5,000 shillings, you get 25 PVs accounted to your account. This is how it works. Carol comes in here, will be identified by a number, and the number will start always with KE, meaning Kenya, and about 6 digits after that. Those 6 digits will be your unique identification in this company. So instead of calling you Carol, when you go down to the shop and want to buy any product, they will ask you what is your number. That number, when you key it in, it will produce which name? Carol. Because it has been linked to Carol. Now secondly, this is what happens. Any purchase which has been done by Carol, for example, Carol has paid 5,000 shillings to join. How much money will be put in her account? Instead of 5,000, the company will credit this one. So here she will have 25 what? PVs. In your account, you will never see currency. You will always see the PVs. That is what the company will allocate you. So that now they will be able to say, Carol has joined this company, is a distributor of the company, and has 25 PVs, and she has a number. Now, secondly, what is the essence of this business? The essence is not only for you to join, it is also for you to propagate the formula of the company, and the formula of business of this company is network marketing. What is network marketing? What we are looking for is an ability for Carol to duplicate herself into other people. So what will we do? We will teach Carol how to go out there and recruit other people. And we will even give her a limit. We will tell you, Carol, find us very quickly 5 people who are thinking like you, who want to be like you. What do they want? These are the people who want to get discounts by using the products of the company. These are people who want to get profits by selling the products of the company. These are people who also want bonuses by making passive annual income, residual income every month. These are the people that we are looking for. And so we are pushing Carol to go and find other people. Question, where will she find? Every person has a contact list. And this is the saying. It is said that every average person has an impact on approximately 2,000 people at every one go. Question, what does the company require out of you? How many people? 5. Is that all? No. You can get even a 6th one. If Carol gets a 6th one, where will she place? She can bring that person and put him under this one. The reason is this. The company only allows you to have this ability of taking these 5 to be directly under you. All the others, you can put them below you and we will still recognize you and say you are the sponsor. That means you are the one who recruited them and put them under this one. And this person, we will always refer to them as a what? An upline. That means it also gives another business module which says the network marketing that we do here is professional. Different from the other network marketing. It gives everybody a fair chance to grow. By allowing Carol to have indefinite number of people here, almost makes all these people to be employees for Carol. But in this company, we kill that concept by making it have a limit. So we allow you 5 people under you. Everybody else under the people who are below you. That gives everybody a fair chance to grow. And that means if every one of them now does business, we will also send them out to go and find their 5. And when they find their 5, now they will also get people here getting their 5 below. So the network keeps growing. It actually can reach a point where there is a person here who Carol does not know that this person X exists. And this person X can also be even beyond the boundaries of Kenya. I have started this business in January, and by the time I am in this month of August, I have networks in Zimbabwe. How did I go to Zimbabwe? I have never stepped there. But somehow, I happen to know someone who knew someone there. So networks outgrow you. Networks can overgrow you. Secondly, you can find somebody here who is very fire, actually can do more business than even Carol. But that does never stop Carol from being the upline of that person. So they can do all the business that they want, but still they are under who? Carol. Or if not for Carol, we would never have known this person. So we will always pay Carol also based on the business that this person does. And this is how it works. When we say that this is the PVs that you get, the company has a limit. It says that the minimum PVs in this company is 20. That is the minimum that you can join with. Approximately how much? Approximately how much? 2,000. That is the minimum that you can join with. But what is the maximum? Again, we have no maximum. You can go all the way to wherever you want. So there will be people who will join with more, there will be people who join with less. And this is how it works. For example, this person can join with 100 PVs. How much is that? 10,000. Another one can come with 30,000. How much is that PVs? 300. Another one can come with, let's say what? Give me another figure. 1,000. 1,000 is how many PVs? 100 PVs. 100,000. That's 1,000 PVs. That tells you, you can actually join at any point. You can join at 500. But can you be able to join at 10 PV? No. Why? Why can't you join at 10? Because the minimum is what? 20. And some people come here and say, then why don't I pay the 2,100 and I buy a product worth 10 PVs? You cannot join. We want you to join, and the minimum of your joining is 20 what? PVs. This gives you a good leeway for you to be compensated. This tells you, again, there will be different people in your network. Anyone can join at any level. This company is not interested in putting up stock for you, making you buy products that you do not need. So we tell you to buy exactly what you can use, what you can recommend, or what you can use for sale. So we do not have packs. There are many other companies I've gone to on network marketing which tell you to buy a pack of products. We tell you to buy exactly what you need for yourself. That allows you to have the flexibility of dealing with your body or with your families to get brighter life and better what? Future. This is a deal. When you come to this one, now we start ranking you because of your performance. And we will give you ranks based on the volumes of business that you do. And then our payment and compensation plan will now kick in to pay you a bonus. And this is how it works in this company. We have ranks like 2-star. All our ranks are based on stars. So we will have 2-star, we will have 3-star, we will have 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, and 7-star. At this level, we refer to you as a leader. All the other ranks, we also have 8-star, which we refer to as a senior leader. We have 9-star, which we refer to as a diamond leader. We have 10-star, which we refer to as a senior diamond leader. We have 11-star, which we call a crown leader. And finally 12-star, which we call a senior crown leader. This is the maximum of our marketing plan. But beyond here, I will show you how it works. The simple one is we tell you the first basic place is to get yourself to become a what? A leader. How can you do that? This is how it works. For you to become a 2-star, you must be able to do the minimum business. How much is the minimum? 20 PVs up to approximately 299. The company at that level pays you a bonus of 5%. That means every business that you do within this range, the company's obligation is to pay you 5% of that as a bonus. It also moves further. It says if you do 300 up to 999, the company now can pay you at 9%. Now this grows as you grow up in rank. So if you move to 1,000 all the way to 499, the company is able to pay you at 13%. If you go to 5,000 all the way to 799, the company pays you at 17%. If you go beyond 8,000 up to 11,999, the company pays you at 22%. Anything over and above 12,000 PVs, then the company pays you 28%. All the ranks up to 12 are all paid at what? 28%. This tells you something, that the business model that we have allows you a fair chance to grow in terms of rank by the volumes that you do. Now the question is this. The company uses a marketing system called what? Network marketing. Network marketing is not your own effort alone. It is the efforts of yourself plus the what? The team. So when we come and interrogate Carol, how much PVs has Carol done? When she joined, she had only 25 PVs. What star was she? 2-star. What percentage would we have paid her at? 5%. But now because she has gone ahead and found a team, now we can pay her effort plus those of the team. So how much is the volume of business which Carol has been able to do? It will be valued by everything which she has done. So how much is 25 plus 100 plus this one? 625 plus 1,000? 1625 plus 3? 1925 PVs. Question, who did this? Carol plus what? Team. This is a business of teamwork. This is a business which does not entail you becoming a sole proprietorship. Secondly, it is a business which entails you working with other people. The strength of this company is actually many people. The more people you have into your network, the better this burden becomes. The higher the volumes that you are able to move. The company is interested to move all its products into the market based on the effort of the network. Now this is how it is, very simple. That now Carol can be paid 1925. What star is she? Let's interrogate. What star is 1925? 4 star. And what percentage are we supposed to pay? Are we 13%? Now this becomes a difference. Because when she joined, she was a 2 star. Now when the month is over, she's a what? 4 star. So that tells you, you have no excuse of not growing. The only excuse you can have is when you remain alone. This business is a network business. It works in the strength of other people. By you bringing other people, then you become better. But this is what we also say. That there are some people who go out there and say, uko utapona. So you bring all the sick people. And you put them in your what? Network. Will they get well? Yes, they will. But will they be interested in the business? No, they won't. So you must have the ability to know that beyond the network marketing, we have also designed another one. We call it professional network marketing. This is where you actually now choose to make this a career. Interestingly, some people ask me, how can network marketing be a career? It is a career that has been taught in many universities. Ever since the 1930s, in the US and in the UK, network marketing is taught as a subject in the university. It is only in our African culture where we have not adopted the network marketing. But if you take network marketing, it can actually become a career. Some of us, for example myself, when I came here in January, I chose from then now not to do any other thing except this. And from that day up to now, I do network marketing as a career. How do I do it? I choose to become a professional, to know that there are some people who will come into this business and they are not interested in doing the business. I have now another list here, and Carol can have them, who I call clients. These are those people who are interested in using the products. What price will I sell them? I must make a profit out of every client. So I will be able to know this is a good person for a client and this is a good person for the business. However, even the sick can also do the business if you tell them exactly what they should do. Because I have learned this. I have put some people who are in my network and they get sick, they were sick, that's why they came. And when they got well, now they have become ambassadors. I actually remember one lady I went to, and when I treated her down here, she said, I am giving you this chance to treat me. If I get well, look for another hall because I will bring everybody. Trust you me, she got well. And nowadays she sends everybody. If she meets anyone, she tells them, I was sick and now I am well, and that company called BF Suma helped me to become good. So that becomes a marketing place that you can also be able to use. So we always say, learn to adopt network marketing, but from a professional point of view. That will change everything that you know. I want to finish by saying this. In this business, we allow ourselves not to be controlled by selfishness. And this is what we say. Every person who is here has a chance to begin his business from where they are. In many people, they have this notion in their mind, and they say that network marketing, unafanyia kazi ule mtu yuko juu yako. Let me tell you, that doesn't apply here. When it comes to network marketing here, it applies that it pays you fairly on your rank. And this is how it does. For example, this person is a what star? What star is this? 3 star. What percentage are we supposed to pay them at? 9%. That tells you that we will interrogate this system and say that was it not for Carol, we will never have this person. And so we will say, but this person has worked worth 500 PVs. The first person that we will pay is this person. At what percent? 9%. But our question is, Carol is the one who introduced us to this person. So what do we pay Carol for her effort? So we will say Carol is a foster. We are paying her at 13%. So we will put the 13% here and less the 9. What is the percentage? 4%. Question. Carol gets paid 4%, but this person gets paid what? 9%. Our first person to pay it is who? The one who did the 500 PVs. Because that is the person who actually did the work. And this can also happen to you. While I was here, this person is a what star? A 4-star. At 1,000 PVs. And he's also supposed to be paid at what? 13%. So if we were to pay this person, who will we pay? Carol, we are paying at what? 13. And this person we are paying at what? 13. Whom do we pay? Who do we pay first? The person that did the work gets paid. For Carol to be able to earn from this person, she has to be higher in rank than the person who is below. So when you come here, we teach you how to do the business, how to always stay like a leader in your team. The reason is, we also develop something else here. We develop what we are calling a mentorship program. A mentorship program is one which works with you towards achieving something, and this is the success that you are looking for. Many of us want to be successful, but we don't know the formula of how we can do that. That is why when we are here, we have a training every Monday evening. We sit down with the distributors. We tell them exactly what to do in the business. How do I recruit? How do I face obstacles? How do I move from one rank to another one? On Wednesday, we sit down again with everybody who cares to come, and we teach you how to become a good leader. We show you how can you develop your skills. How can you develop the art of thinking? How can you set good goals and achieve them? That tells you we are actually mentoring you towards your what? Success. And everybody in this team is a success. We have now what we are calling a 90 days challenge. This is what we are giving to everyone, telling you that you have the ability to come from a 2-star up to 7-star within 90 days. What do you need to do? We give you some incentives. And we say, if you are able to do, for example, sponsor 20 people, you are actually getting more people into your network. We are able to sponsor you also with a what? A smart TV. A smart phone. Hey, we should give a smart TV. You are going to get a smart TV to make it happen? Between a smart TV and a smartphone, which one do you want? But you use the phone more. So we are giving a smartphone to enable people to recruit more. Because we know that the secret to this business is more what? People. And when you do 20 recruitment, trust me, you will not remain in the same rank. You will move up. If you do the 1,000 PVs every month, we are able to give you $50. $50 is how much? So you are actually working now on a business with no investment, but it is making you money. When I came here in January, the only way these people were supposed to incite my mind, I was set on 2 things. I had used the product of the company and they had worked with me. Now the only thing was remaining was to convince me about money. This is how they did. They told me about a lady down here. She's called Susan. And Susan, who is our senior crown leader, this is what happens. Let me show you the business of a senior crown leader and how it works. When you come into this business and you get yourself to become a leader, now this is Carol. And Carol becomes a leader. That means she has done business up to what, about how much? 12,000 PVs. When she becomes a leader, now her business changes and she is interested in these 5 people. All she wants is to make all of them to be like her. So she makes this one to be a leader. By making them to be leaders means you are actually working with them. You don't have to buy things for them. You are supporting them. You are showing them the way. You are mentoring them. In essence, what we are doing, now when you make one, we call you a senior leader. And that is what we call star 8 here. If you make 2, then we call you a diamond leader. We can also call you a senior diamond leader, a crown leader, and a senior crown leader. Let me tell you something about this company. When they were convincing me, they had to take one who is a senior crown leader, who is a lady down here, she's called Madam Susan. They showed me her monthly statement. In that month, she had actually made 8.3 million in a month. I looked at that and it blew my mind away. But she told me something. Never ever be confused by looking at the 8.3 million and think that is where she started. She told me something interesting, that for the first day she came here, she was paid 100 Kenya shillings. So question, when I came here the first month, I was paid 424. Between mimi na yeye, nani alilipa pesa mingi? Ni mimi. So question, is it possible for me to also make this kind of money? Yes. I have known that now I can be able to actually aim right there. And I'm telling myself this, by December 15th this year, this company should be paying me $1 million plus. And I have known why. Because if I get myself to senior crown leader, no crown leader or senior crown leader goes home with less than 1 million every month. They are able to make that money comfortably. No senior diamond leader goes home between 100,000 up to about 500,000. 500K. And that tells you that there is good money in this business. How do you get the money? You are able to get the money if you are also willing to put in some effort. This is what I will say. Network marketing is not just marketing. It is developing a net by working out the process. And that is for every one of us. We are ready and willing to support our new members who are coming on board every day. And every day we recruit people into our network. What for? We recruit them to be users of the product. For them to be able to recommend to their friends. For them to be able to sell and make profits. That is the business that we are. I want to do a quick recognition to know whether these people are actually here. Do we have 2 stars in Ameki stars? Anyone who is a 2-star? Can I see you stand? If you are here 2-star, wow, let's see these people. Thank you very much. The reason we do this is to acknowledge these steps. Let me tell you something, we never get tired of doing this every day. Because every day is a business day. And thank you very much, the 2 stars who are standing. Did you join the business? When did you join the business, sir?
I plugged in last week.
Last week?
Yes.
And now you are inside the system?
Now I'm inside the system.
What did you buy? How much money did you use to invest when you came in?
$50.
The $50?
Yes.
Did you realize that this is the lowest capital base that you can ever have in any business? Is there any other business you can open with 5,000 shillings?
I think this is the lowest.
The lowest.
Because they also give you products to use, so it's like 2,100.
So out of the 5,000, you went home with the product?
You went home with the product.
You went home with the books again?
Went home with the books again.
And you have a pin?
I have a pin.
Welcome, you are a Bex distributor. Let's appreciate this person. Thank you very much, all the 2 stars, for being there. Trust you me, you need to get out of there.
Yes.
Because you need to grow from a 2-star and actually target to become a leader. Not only, you can target to become a senior crown what? Leader. Let me see the 3 stars who are in the house. If we have 3 stars in the house, let's see them. Wow. Thank you very much, Mzee. Siwaambia watu kama hiki kitu ni ukweli.
Hii kitu ni ukweli kabisa.
Uliingia lini?
Niliingia July 20th.
July 20th.
Yeah.
Ulilipwa pesa?
Last month.
Ulilipwa pesa huko?
Yeah, nimelipwa.
Umelipwa?
Yeah.
Tarehe ngapi?
Tarehe niingia usiku. Kama vile umesema.
Saa ngapi?
Kitu kama saa 7 usiku.
Saa 7 usiku tarehe 10 na ngapi?
Siwezi.
15. Ulipata pesa ngapi? Unaweza taka kutuambia?
Yeah. Nilipata 4,000.
4,000?
880.
800 and what? 80. Hii si pesa mingi, lakini kweli ni kwamba unaweza tengeneza mamilioni pia kwa hii kampuni. Ulianzia hapo? Siku ya kwanza ulilipa pesa ngapi?
Ndio.
Hii ndio ilikuwa ya kwanza?
Yeah, hiyo ndio ilikuwa ya kwanza.
Si huyu mzee amelipwa mingi kuliko yangu? Haya. Na unaona ni mzee wa ukweli ya kwamba he can be able to do this business even at his age. Kila mmoja wetu anaweza fanya hii biashara. Asante sana mzee. Thank you very much, the 3 stars. This tells you something. This business is for everyone. When you came here, kuna mtu alikuitisha makaratasi? Hakuna mtu aliitisha makaratasi. All we are interested in is for you to put up your dream and tell yourself that you are also willing to put up your effort and you can achieve the success that you want. Can I see all the Fosters? All Fosters who are in the house, please let me see you stand up. We want to recognize you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wow, let's appreciate these people. Thank you. Fosters are people who have done business worth how much? Together? How are you, sir? You have done this business. Have you made a sale of any product? Umeshachukua product hapo ukaenda ukauza?
Yes.
What is the feedback from the people?
They are appreciating.
They are appreciating. And now you can gain more trust with them. Let me tell you something. When you come into this company, it allows you an opportunity to take the product and go out there. You can actually go with the product to your friends and they will still respect you. Thank you very much, all the Fosters, for your time. Get out of there very quickly. Foster is a very good place, but that is where you get caught up by most of your people. Do we have 5 stars in the house? Wow, 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 wow. Let's appreciate this lady. Are you the only one in 5 star? Oh, there's another guy here who is reminding me he's also a 5 star. How are you? How is the business so far? When did you join? January. And now you are up? Ulienda ukapotea? Alafu? Sasa umerudi. And you are willing to put your effort into it. Did you lose your number when you went? It was still there. Na pesa ilikuwa inakuja? Kila mwezi? Hala? Wewe ni mwerevu. Let me tell you something. When you come into this system, you never lose your membership. It becomes almost a lifetime membership. That you can actually be able to work with it every day. And if you keep using your products, even if you don't do anything else, they still pay you for the product that you use. Thank you very much for being a 5 star. So where are you targeting this month? 6 star. So you are moving up. Thank you very much. Step up out there. And let me tell you, it can also take the same effort for you to become a what? 7 star. So challenge yourself and tell yourself, I am going to be a 7 star. If you land at 6 star, we will still call you successful. That is the truth about life. Aim at the skies. Even if you land at the clouds, you are still successful. But the worst problem of many of us is that we never aim at all. And we think that we are going somewhere. If you have no target, this is what it is saying. If you have no destination at sight, then any road can lead you there. Because you don't know where you're going. Trust you me, you can become phenomenal in this business. Let me see all the 6 stars. 6 stars. Are you here? Are there 6 stars here? 6 stars are not there. That tells you there's a vacance up there. So everyone who is a 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, move up to 6 star. Any leader who is a mid-stars. Last month, we have had a very interesting growth. The other month, we had about 12 leaders made in 1 month. Last month, we almost developed about 6 or 8 leaders. This month, we are even developing more. Do we have leaders and ministers who are here today? Let me see them stand. Let me see them stand. Thank you very much. Wow. There are 2 leaders behind that. Let me ask you people to come. Come, the 2 of you. I would want you to encourage these people and say something to them. Let's appreciate these people as they come. These are people who have done big business. Question, do you know what is the business of a leader? How many PVs have they done? 12,000. So 12,000 actually translated to money is approximately how much? 1.2 million. How are you, sir?
Fine.
Please tell us about yourself and tell us.
Mine is an interesting one.
Uh-huh.
My name is Cox Patisi.
Uh-huh.
I joined December 2016,
Uh-huh.
and I took only 2 months to become a leader. And as you see me, I still have a full-time job. So what I do is, I've been using my phone.
Your phone.
Because I had 3,000 contacts in this phone. And the first client I called was my own dad. Those are the consumers
Uh-huh.
that the facilitator was talking of. You need to know who is a consumer, and who is in business. Because if we mix the two, you not move. So 2017, October, I had already qualified for an international trip. We went to China. And it was quite interesting. They pay for me from the house, they pick him from the house, the airport. So long as you have a passport, everything is processed. You are taken there, you see the whole of, we went to, not Beijing, the name is disappearing. So once you do that, what you need to do is you ensure that everyone in your phone, because I see most of the time you're on phone, but what are you doing? Facebook, WhatsApp, chatting, politics. If you can convert that time to doing business, you will move very fast. So me, I only pass here in the evening, and everyone knows, 4th floor, I only pass here for 30 minutes. When I'm doing business, I only have 5 minutes to convince you. If you don't listen to me, then I move on. Because there are other people waiting to hear what I have.
What you have? Have you been paid out of this company?
I've been paid a lot.
How much money was the highest that you have ever been paid?
I think 120,000.
120?
Yeah.
Thousand. Can we appreciate you for that?
In 1 week, yeah. I did the business in 1 week.
You did the business in 1 week?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
This is a true indicator that if you do the business, it can do what? Work. Have you realized that he's using his phone to convert his clients, his people whom he knows, into the what? The business. If you chat with those 3,000 people, will you be losing data?
No.
Will the credit be going?
No.
It will be of value.
Yeah.
Because now you are able to convert your usage of credit into a business. And this business offers you an opportunity. Did you hear also that he's a part-time? Doing this while he's doing another job? Very soon, if we compete with his salary, we can actually match his salary. And maybe he can choose to keep the other job or to lose both, use one at the same time. Thank you very much for giving us your testimony. I want to hear also from Jane. How are you?
I'm good.
You tell us, is it possible?
Habari zenyu? This business is doable. Unasikia nimeanza kuongea Kiswahili.
Kwani unasema uongeangi Kizungu? Uongeangi Kizungu?
Oh, nimeanza kuongea Kizungu nikiwa BF Suma. Huko nje nilikuwa mama mboga. Na kakizungu kangu kako kanatumika pale. Ni ile kuja nikukatakatie sukuma uende. Lakini wakati nimejoin BF Suma, nimekuja nimefundishwa, nimeanza kusikia maneno inakuja juu yangu, ikitaka kutoka inapotea. But nowadays, ninasema this business is doable. And this business, naipenda, I love it, kwa sababu inanifanya nikuwe mtu mwingine, sio ule wa pale mama mboga. Ni ukweli ama si ukweli? Kimani.
Zamani ulikuwa unavaa nguo hivi? Mama mboga wanavaanga hivi? Lakini si hii biashara ni mzuri. Nikuulize, faida ile ulikuwa unatengeneza huko ni kama pesa ngapi?
200
kwa siku.
Kwa siku.
Kwa hiyo unauza kama gunia ngapi? Hiyo ni kama
sasa ni kazi kubwa sana ndio upate hiyo 200. Na uamke mapema sana uchapo na baridi mpaka huku hivi na kama ya. Lakini sasa hii inaonekana niko sawa. Anatixo na Feminaji.
I like the way she talks. Because now she makes me believe that it is possible. One thing is true. Ushaiuza product ya hapa?
Kabisa.
Gani?
Nimeuza. Iwawe?
Pesa ngapi ulitengeneza faida?
27.
2,700
lakini nimeuza mingi. But hiyo ndio inanipeana.
So hii ni afadhali kuliko ile biashara ya
sana kwanza. Hata sabuni yenyewe si ni faida. 220 si ni faida. Na sitakuwa nimeamka ile mapema ya kuendea mboga marigiti.
Let's appreciate Jane. That actually what she does is prove that it is possible. That you can actually stop doing what you are doing and do this and you become successful. I am happy that all of us are looking at the business positive. That if she has decided to love this business, it means you can also love the business. It means all of us, if we love what we are doing and engage in this company, it is able to change our lives. This is what I want to do. I want to say thank you to our Facebook audiences who have been watching us from all over the world. Thank you for your time. If you can hit the inbox of the person who invited you or our inbox of the BF Steel Eagles, we will give you this product and the opportunity as well. We will be here tomorrow, on Monday, we will be here on Monday, same time, 10:30 up to about 12:30. Thank you very much for your time and God bless you. This is where